Yes, that's very interesting. Your question. I'm interested in your question because the question is, also working on steps. When, for example, when a piece is very difficult, you have so much to read, to understand, to master some technique. Could be whatever, could be staccato, altissimo, or things which are difficult on different point of view. Reading music, playing it, folding the details, and many things to integrate in your memory. Um, of course, there are steps when you cannot take that much care of your body. You are so much involved in reading the music and understanding, practicing. But of course, but these steps should not be too long. As soon as you have, even you don't play well, you don't know the piece, but you understand how it works, and you you have an idea of the piece, then very quickly we should integrate the the easiness, and to keep always the goal that playing well a piece is not playing well a piece. Playing well a piece is not enough. It should seem easy. If you play well a piece and it doesn't look easy, you do not play well the piece. Because every music, even written music, is should be listened as improvisation. And if you feel that the musician in front of you does efforts, it's difficult for him. He's very good. He worked very well, very intensively, and he's a very good musician. And that's great. But you feel that he does so much effort. We say after the concert, you are very tired now. It was you played very intensively. But for me this is not the goal. The goal is the people coming at you at the end of the concert saying, "Oh, I love your music. What is the music you played? The second piece, which is so nice. I love this piece. Oh, I would like to practice myself, or I would like to listen to recording." This is the goal. That the people love the music, not recognize that you are a good musician, or that you have practiced a lot. And I feel there is, once again, we so much time the students think that they have to prepare very, very well. And when they will know the piece, then they will allow them to do some music and to relax. But the problem, they will never relax because it's too late. That's too late. It's too late. They learn the thing too intensively way. Therefore, there is this piece is connected to tension. Therefore, when they play the piece, they play with tension because they learn that way. Exactly like if you have a you have a horse, and you drive your horse, and the horse, you are always, you are asking to run very quickly, but you are very bad with him. You beat him, and the poor horse will never run with pleasure, because for him he's just obeying to a master which is very rude. And I feel that we are a bit the same with ourselves. We are too rude with ourselves, and we should. At the very beginning, it's not that easy, but very quickly, after a few days, a week or so, when we understand the thing, but we're still in the hard process of working. The easy, it doesn't mean anything to say natural, but the the pleasure, if you do not have pleasure when practicing, if it tires you when you practice, then you do not practice well. You should be much more relaxed after 3 hours than at the beginning. The relaxation comes with the work, not at the beginning. You begin to be relaxed after three hours practicing. You feel very well, a little tired, of course, because you practice, you were concentrated in 3 hours or 2 hours, perhaps it's enough. But you feel well because it relaxes to practice. It makes music is a therapy. If it's not a therapy, you don't practice well. That's the problem. And most people do not practice well. That's their own problem.